Play with the World, and I am out in the beautiful Belize. Look at this. I'm out in the jungle. I'm staying at Chaw Creek right now, which is a awesome place. Belize is amazing, and it's funny because Belize has been on my bucket list, my magic list, to come and see Belize and experience this beautiful, basically nature wonderland. It's been on my list for about 5 years. And I'm finally here, making those dreams come true. And I'm here this week, travel writing. I'm on assignment, and it's pretty awesome to be working here. And as many of you know, my journey hasn't always been this way, and that's what this vlog is about today, about making your dreams come true. But more importantly, looking at why our dreams aren't coming true. And I'm going to give you tips today on how you can really bust through the fear that's keeping you from what you want. Because here I am, out here experiencing life, really loving life to the fullest, writing about it, just hanging out in this beautiful, beautiful country, and I'm a travel writing. And it hasn't always been this way. I used to be in corporate. In fact, just 3 years ago, as many of you know, I was in corporate, I was depressed, and I was really letting my fear decide my fate. And that's the message for today. Where are you letting fear decide your fate? What does that mean? That means if there's something you really want, but it hasn't happened, look at why it hasn't happened, and chances are, most likely, fear is in the driver's seat. And that means that fear is controlling the outcome. Because if we believe in our fear, if we hook into the fear, if we think that our fear is real, it's going to create a reality. So if I were to have listened to my fear 3 years ago, I would not be doing what I'm doing today. I would not be travel writing. I wouldn't have this blog. I wouldn't be sharing my experiences with you because I would be so consumed by fear. So let's look at your life and look at where fear is really driving your actions. How you know is you may feel out of alignment with yourself. You may feel depressed. You may feel anxious. You may hate the way you feel in your body. You may have addictions that you feel guilty about. You may be picking fights with people. These are all signs of fear really being in the driver's seat. So what happens? Well, when we hook into it and we really let it control ourselves, we're unhappy, we're depressed, and we basically feel stuck. So where in your life do you feel stuck? 3 years ago, I was working in corporate, just 3 years ago, and I was miserable, I felt stuck, and fear was controlling my every move. I mean, I was going into work and I was crying. I knew I wanted to be a writer, but how do you go and be a writer? And so I'm going to give you the tools that I used in this video. I'm going to share them with you. But before I get there, I had to recognize that my fear was controlling my outcome. And so what that looked like is I really wanted to be a travel writer, but I was so stuck and so out of alignment with myself that I didn't know what I could do to get out of that situation. And I started to think about this exactly here. I literally would go home from my depressing job, my job that I hated. I would go home and I would close my eyes and I would meditate. Every day for at least 10 minutes. And I would say into my head, I would picture myself exactly what I'm doing today. Exactly. I pictured myself in Belize, I pictured myself in India, I pictured myself in Mexico, traveling all around the world, writing, taking notes, and living my dream life. And then sending my articles to magazines and having them published for the world to be able to experience these beautiful, great adventures. And that is possible for you. So what is it in your heart of hearts? What I did when that fear was driving my life, what I did, and the key element, are you ready? The secret is to play truth or dare, truth or dare with your inner child. That's it. Play truth or dare, or truth and dare, as I like to call it. So what did I do? I started to ask myself, when fear was really taking over, I asked, what is the truth? What is it that's really happening? And I went back to my childhood self. What did I do as a child? What did I love to do? I loved to write, and I literally loved to hike. And I just got off this morning, here at Chaw Creek. We just went for this huge epic hike, and it was amazing, and I was in touch with my inner child. I was in touch with what brings me joy. And that is what's possible for you. It's about getting in touch with what makes you happy, what makes you come alive, what makes your heart sing, and doing that. But before you do that, you have to ask yourself, well, what is true for me? Because I gotta tell you, I really want to do this rafting trip, this thing that's like an epic cave adventure here. I'm here in Belize with my mom, and she wants nothing to do with it. She says, I do not want to do the cave thing. That sounds like an adventure for you, Shannon. And I'm not going to try to put my happy on her. So what I'm saying here is when you're on your mission of trying to find your joy, you don't have to look outside of yourself. It's all right here, already on the inside. Inside of you is where it's at. And so what is it that you really want? ask yourself what you want, not what your mom wants, not what your significant other wants. It's what you want. So what is it? Go to your heart and go to your inner child. When you were a young child, what did you love to do? Did you write? Did you do art? Were you social? Did you love trying new things? Well, that's true to who you are. We don't change, because when we're children, that's before the stress and the heartache and the problems and the work and everything comes in at us. So it's a chance where we can really be our true essence. So when you're a child, go back to that time and then dare. The dare part of the equation is to dare yourself to do it. So back, when I was in corporate just 3 years ago, I must say, only 3 years ago, look at my life now, it's amazing. 3 years ago, that's all. I was sad, out of alignment, depressed, and what I did was I said, well, Shannon, truth. What do you really want? What did you do when you were a child? I loved to explore and I loved to write. There became the career path of a travel writer. And I loved sharing my experiences with others. The blog, all of it has fallen into place. Well, then you have to take the dare. You have to dare yourself to do it. And so the dare for me meant actually getting my writing out into the world, sending it to places and starting a blog and posting it. How are you going to dare yourself to take a step towards your dream? That is what today is all about. So first of all, ask yourself if fear is driving your fate and controlling your outcome. If it is, it means you're unhappy, you're out of alignment, you're not doing what you love. And then take the truth step and ask yourself what you really want. Go inside of your heart of hearts, and then you dare yourself to go live your dreams. And I'm right here with you doing it along, because we are in this journey together. And I truly am excited to hear about your journey, to hear about where you go. Where are you going to dare yourself into the life of your dreams? I want to hear comments. Send me emails, send like my Facebook page, and also go to YouTube, leave comments, subscribe to the channel, play with the world. And again, I'm Shannon, literally out playing with the world. I'm so happy to report to you guys from Belize. As you can tell, it's very hot. It's July here, but it is so worth it because there is so much to do. This country is not only an adventure lover's paradise, but if you are going on a retreat or like you want some spiritual awakening, you will get it here. If you want healing, if you want to go on a honeymoon, I mean, this is the country that has it all. I am so happy and thankful to be here and to truly be playing with the world. And I want you to play with the world with me. So let's go. Dare ourselves into our dream life and stop letting your fear control your fate. It's time to live your best life, guys. I'm right here with you. Let's go do it. Okay, woo, I'm gonna go play with the world. Today we're going to Mayan ruins in a little bit, which will be a blast. Adios. And as they say in Belize, it's unbelievable.